function. Implicit function, here we take that function in which we take variables x and y. X is the independent variable, y is dependent variable that can be expressed in combination, for which we take the function f of xy equal to 0. This type of functions are called implicit function. Now for previous grade we take the part of logarithmic differentiation. At that, up to this topic we take every time that function is y and we can take that can be expressed in the variable x, means y is equal to fx. Y is dependent variable which can be expressed in terms of single variable, that is independent variable x. But for this type of functions are called explicit function. This type of functions are called explicit function. But here we take the function which is in combination of both x and y. These terms are combined with the two variables of single variable. Then that type of function can be expressed as f of xy equal to 0. This type of functions are called implicit function. For this function we may take examples. Now we take example as x square 2hxy plus by square equal to 0. This is the joint equation of pair of lines passing through origin. We learn this equation in the paper first chapter, pair of straight line. Here take as first term contains variable x, second term contains both variable x and y, and third term contains only one variable, that is y. So this is of the type f of xy equal to 0. Now sometimes that function will be of the type e raised to sin x plus sin of xy equal to 0. Again this type of function is called exponential. This type of function is called implicit function. X raised to y equal to y raised to x. Or you may take function is of the form y is equal to e raised to x raised to x, x raised to x, x raised to e, or plus suppose constant, that is e raised to e. We may write that is of the type e raised to e. So these are again y is expressed in terms of this, but actually we take y minus 4, this term becomes 0. So this type of functions means f of xy equal to 0. Such a type of functions are called implicit function. So to find derivative of that function, for this we take first step is working rule of this differentiation on both sides with respect to x. If the term contains only one term of y, now for this second equation we take there is only one term in which y is included. So we get divided by x term is only one terms. But now for next we take here two terms of y. Left side contains y, right side contains y. We may write this is x to y minus y to x equal to 0. But we take that term remains as it is, and by using logarithmic differentiation we will differentiate this. But remember that if the given function contains only one time y, then you can get only one term for dy by dx. But if that contains more than one, means 2 or 3 terms of the y, then we get 2 or 3 times dy by dx. So remember that after taking first term of differentiation, for second step we collect the term with the coefficient dy by dx. With the coefficient dy by dx, and that can be shifted always to the left side. After differentiation, collect the terms with the coefficient dy by dx. And third step, now shift the coefficient of dy by dx from left to right in order to find the value of dy by dx. Remember that coefficient of dy by dx which are always in the multiplication form. When you shift this term coefficient to the right side, that always divided to right side. And therefore we get dy by dx which is free from any coefficient, and we get the required value of derivative of that one with respect to x. Now here no any theory part for this topic. We take examples directly on this topic, and examples are given in combination of logarithmic differentiation. From exercise 1.3, example numbers 3, 4, 5 are given on this topic. Now we take example from this exercise 1.3. From exercise 1.3, first example given on the topic as find dy by dx. From third question, find dy by dx. If we take example as root x plus root y, root x plus root y is equal to root a. Very easy question. This can generally 1 mark question. Now root x plus root y is equal to root a. So you have to find dy by dx. So you can take here, this is simple expression. Only one term for y, so we get only one term of dy by dx is only one term of dy by dx. So we take given implicit function under root x plus under root y is equal to under root a. Now we can take differentiation of both sides with respect to x. What is derivative of under root x? You know what is derivative of root x? Root x, derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 times root x. Now find derivative of root y. What is derivative of under root y? Again same 1 upon 2 times root y, but we can take differentiation of y with respect to x. And therefore, by using rule of composite function, multiply the derivative of y with respect to x. What is the term root a? Root a is constant, so we take its derivative always 0. Remember that does not contain any dependent and independent variable, and therefore its derivative is 0. Now you again remember that in the implicit function, the term which include y, and then you can differentiate the term which contain y. At that time, every time you can take multiplication of dy by x because that is the derivative of y with respect to x. And now for this, we take 1 upon 2 times under root of y divided by dx is equal to minus 1 upon under root 2, 1 upon 2 times under root x. Only this term can be shifted to the right side because our second rule for working as correct the term with the coefficient divided by dx. Now this divided to this on both sides can cancel out this and we get the value of divided by dx. Therefore divided by dx is equal to this root y is 1 upon root y is multiplied. For right side we take this root y is multiplied. So we get 1 minus root y upon root x. This final we get value under root of minus of under root of y upon x, which is the value of divided by x. Very easy question. Again, the next question is given x root x plus y root y is equal to a root a. Again, this is very easy because we take x into root x as root x is some power of x and x is multiplied with it means 1 power of x. So 1 and after this x raised to 3 by 2. So we take x raised to 3 by 2 plus y raised to 3 by 2 is equal to a raised to 3 by 2. In similar manner, we can differentiate this and find divided by this. Now we take one more example of this topic again as find divided by dx for same question as x squared y squared minus tan inverse of under root of x squared minus y squared is equal to cos inverse of under root of x squared minus y squared. You can given plus. Again, this is very easy question. Only question is long, but answer is very easy. X square into y square. X square into y square minus tan inverse of under root of x square plus y square equal to cot inverse under root of x square plus y square. Now you are familiar with the inverse trigonometric formula. Inverse trigonometric formula means we take that term as we write again given as it is. From this we can take simplification. This minus tan inverse of under root of x square plus y square shifted to the right side. We get x square into y square is equal to tan inverse of under root of x square plus y square plus cot inverse of under root of x square plus y square. Now you know this identity from inverse trigonometric function result that value becomes pi by 2. Tan inverse of include this result in the second exercise example number 5 by using derivative prove that tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So for this we take derivative on both sides and derivative of both are negative to each other and therefore we take that value becomes 0. Now remember this identity and we take simple equation x square into y square equal to pi by 2. So differentiate it with respect to x. Now here apply product rule because we take multiplication of x square into y square. So for product rule of derivative, first term remains as it is x square. Find derivative of y square. Y square is again in the exponent form. So we take first rule x square. Exponent becomes coefficient, power reduces by 1. Again find derivative of y with respect to x means dy by dx. So u into derivative of v plus second term remains as it is. Find derivative of x square, that is 2x. And for right side, what is the derivative of pi by 2? Pi by 2 is constant. So derivative of pi by 2 is 0. Now to find value of dy by dx. To find value of dy by dx, so for this case we take here the coefficient of dy by dx is 2y x square dy by dx, which is equal to minus 2x into y. So this term is shifted to the right side. Again 2 is common on limited direct. Here yx is term present. Again here yx is present. Again 2 is cancelled out. So we get here x times dy by dx is equal to minus y. To cancel out with this, one of the x cancel with this and y cancel with this, one of the y. So you get here x into dy by dx is equal to minus y. Value of dy by dx is equal to minus 5. So this question is very easy. Only you take the identity for this, and if you not take this identity, you not remember this, then at that time you can differentiate again both. But again remember that the derivative of tan inverse is positive, whereas derivative of cot inverse is negative. Again that plus minus becomes 0. But here we apply chain rule double because tan inverse of the under root term. So we first find derivative of this, then under root, then find terms which included in the under root side. Now we take examples from next question again on the same topic, derivative of implicit function. So there are some examples that have common answer, and therefore the question is that show that dy by dx is equal to, the fourth question is show that dy by dx is equal to y upon x for the following questions or following examples. Where some constants are given. We take first example for this. First is given x raised to 12 to y raised to 5. But for this we take example as x raised to p y raised to 4 is equal to x plus y raised to p plus 4 is equal to x plus y raised to p plus 4, where p is any constant. So this is general example. Remember that this is of the type x raised to n into y raised to n is equal to x plus y raised to n plus n. Remember that the examples of the functions for which first derivative is y upon x, remember that its second derivative is always 0. Therefore these are some special type of examples finding and their derivative is dy by dx. Because we can differentiate dy by dx again, we get that answer is 0 for differentiation of that y with respect to x. So remember that this is special type of function again, whose derivative always y upon x. Now we take given x raised to p y raised to 4 is equal to x plus y raised to p plus 4, where p is given to be constant. So how to differentiate? So first you can think about the question. X raised to p, y raised to 4. Again, these are two different type of functions. Here power of x is constant, power of y is again constant, but right side using combination. And therefore this is again implicit function. So for this function we take first log on both sides. This is particular type of question. So taking log on both sides. So by taking log x raised to p, y raised to 4. Here log of x plus y raised to p plus 4. You may take simplification step directly from this as log of product, use product rule, log of x raised to p plus log of y raised to 4. And again next rule, that is index. So So for this we can use exponent law. Exponent becomes coefficient. So by using this rule we can write here this is p times log x plus 4 times log y is equal to p plus 4 times log of x plus y. We may write direct simplification from this. P times log x plus 4 times log y is equal to exponent is p plus 4 times log of x plus y. Now we take differentiation of this on both sides with respect to x. For this p log x, what is the derivative of p log x? P is given to be constant. So p is constant, derivative of log x is only 1 upon x. Now here for second term 4 is constant, derivative of this log 1 upon y. Now find derivative of y with respect to x. So that is dy by dx. Now for right side p plus 4 is the constant term. We find derivative of log of x plus y. Again this is composite function because number of log is x plus y. So first we find derivative of this log, that is 1 upon x plus y. After finding derivative of log, now to find derivative of x plus y. What is derivative of x plus y? As derivative of x is 1 and derivative of y is dy by dx. Now for right side we take simplification as p plus 4 upon x plus y. That term is multiplied to the bracket. In the bracket first term is 1. So this ratio is multiplied to 1, that remains as it is. Now again same ratio is multiplied to second term, that is we get here p plus 4 upon x plus y whole multiplied by dy by dx. Now to the left side we get that is p by x plus 4 by y dy by dx. After differentiation, our second step for this working as collect the coefficient of dy by dx. Here we get two terms having coefficient as 4 by 1 and p plus 4 upon x plus y. Now collect the term with the coefficient dy by dx to the left side. So first term of this as 4 upon y and second term p plus 4 upon x plus y, but that one plus sign to the left side, that becomes negative, means minus of p plus 4 upon x plus y coefficient with dy by dx, which is equal to right side first term is p plus 4 upon x plus y. From left side we can shift the term p upon x. Now at this step we get final answer that dy by dx is equal to y upon x. Now take cross multiplication and taking LCM as, so take out my cross multiplication 4x plus 4y minus py plus 4y whole divided by here y into x plus 1. That term have coefficient divided by dx. For right side we take here x is cross multiplied to px plus 4x minus px minus py whole divided by x into x plus y. Now simplification gives both terms with the denominator common term as x plus y, that can be cancelled out. Now for left side numerator contains here term here, that is minus 4y p into y and minus 4 into y, that is minus 4y. For right side we get again plus px and minus px can be cancelled. After simplification of this 4x minus py upon y multiplied by dy by dx. For right side we get again 4x minus py upon x. Again both terms have the same numerator. And therefore, at the final step, we get value of dy by dx by shifting this divided by to the right side in the form of multiplication. So we get that value is y upon x, and therefore dy by dx is equal to y upon x. This is very important example because many times that is asked in question paper. Again in CET question paper there are only changes here in number. Suppose you have to given x raised to 3, here y raised to 4, so 3 plus 4, so we get that value is 7. Instead of 3 plus 4, that value is given 7. Again, you can simplify this by using this way. You get the answer of the derivative is again divided by x, which is equal to y upon x. Again, there are examples of the type having answers divided by x from this exercise. But now we take the example for infinity time. And in your textbook there is example from 5th question. That 9 example have different answer, but your question is show that, and that is wrong answer in the textbook. So you can simplify this. For this we write that question as if y is equal to x raised to x raised to x raised to raised to up to infinity, then show that dy by dx is equal to, dy by dx is equal to, in your textbook that answer is wrong, but final answer we take as y square upon x into 1 minus y log x into 1 minus y log x. As in your textbook is given that question as y square upon x into 1 minus log x. Y square upon x into 1 minus log y. 1 minus log y. This is given in your textbook, but this is wrong. Now, answer for this question is y square upon x into 1 minus y log. Here term is given. Now we find this answer. Now this is of the type infinity. Means again we take power of the function that can be extended up to infinity. Uncountable number x raised to x raised to x. So you take here there is 2 examples. You take y is equal to x raised to x. Again another new example, y is equal to x raised to x raised to x. Here x raised to x is 2x. We cannot write this as x square. Again x raised to x raised to x is again x raised to x square. We cannot write because bracket is not given to you. That will can be applicable by using laws of indices. A raised to m raised to n, then we take multiplication because there is bracket is given. But here bracket is not given. So such a type of question we take logarithmic differentiation. Now here y is given x raised to x raised to x raised to up to infinity. This is in combination question. As we take only this question is of the type y is equal to x raised to x, y is equal to x raised to x raised to x. These are of the type logarithmic differentiation. But here we reduce that example in implicit form as this can be reduced as y is to. You know infinity is uncountable. So that x has power x, again that x has power x, again that. So infinity is never countable for this case. Excluding this base, these exponents are again infinity. So that is again function y. So we can write that y is equal to x raised to y. Now for this we can take taking log on both sides. For this we take, now this function is found in logarithm differentiation. For finite x we take logarithm differentiation, but for infinite x we take that function reduces to implicit function. So for this take log on both sides we get here log y is equal to 1 times log x, as right side becomes log of x raised to 1. Again exponent becomes index. Now differentiate this with respect to x. So for left side we take that derivative is, let of course this log 1 upon y divided by dx. For right side apply, we will be doing y derivative of log x plus log x derivative of y derivative of log x 1 upon x, and again log x as dx derivative of this y with respect to x divided by dx. Y derivative of log x plus log x into derivative of y. The left side we take derivative of log y as 1 upon y divided by dx. Now second step, correct the term with the coefficient divided by dx to the left side. So we get here 1 upon y minus log x into divided by dx. For right side we get only one term, that is y upon x. Now take down simplification. As we take the cross multiplication, so we get 1 minus y times log x upon y into dy by dx is equal to y upon x. Now to find value of dy by dx, or to show that particular value of dy by dx, this y is divided, which becomes multiplied in the right side, so y into y becomes y square. This x is divided here, and this term which is multiplied, that becomes divided in the right side. So y square upon x into 1 minus y times log x. This is value of dy by dx for this expression. In your textbook, that value is given y square upon x into 1. Please make mistake for this. So we can take that question on which we can find value of dy by dx is equal to y square upon x into 1 minus y log x. We take again one more example for infinity. Such type of questions asked in the CBT paper also. Very easy questions, only you can reduce. Infinite type of questions are very easy because that uncountable number with one base or one value of the function, you can easily reduce that in terms of given dependent variable, that is y. So we take example as if y is equal to under root of log x plus under root of log x plus under root of log x plus is up to infinity. You have to by taking differentiation to find value of dy by dx is, it is then dy by dx is equal to 1 upon x into 2y minus 1. Very easy and simple type of question, because instead of log, suppose there is term function is cos x, so we get answer is minus sin x upon 2y minus 1. Instead of this log x, suppose there is term e raised to x, so we get answer e raised to x upon 2y minus 1. Means 1 upon 2y minus 1 be the common expression for each question. Now given y is equal to under root of log x plus under root of log x plus under root of log x plus up to infinity. Now we take only first step as squaring on both sides. Very easy question. Squaring on both sides. So after squaring we get here, for left side we get square as y square. Then elimination of this under root sign, so we get log x. Only first root sign is eliminated. Now from this that term remains as it is, log x plus under root of log x plus under root of log x plus up to infinity. So addition of log x with the given function again. This is given to you on first line, so you can take again that is 1. So that whole function reduces in the implicit form, y square is equal to log x plus 1. You may take this part to the left side, take out y common and differentiate, but at this stage you may take direct differentiate on both sides with respect to x. What is the value of y square with respect to x? So first we find derivative of y square. After this we find derivative of 1. So derivative of y square is 2y and derivative of y with respect to x is dy by dx. Now for left side derivative of log x 1 upon x and derivative of that y is again dy by dx. Now by using derivative of implicit function, collect the term with the coefficient dy by dx to the left side. For left side, first term is 2y, this is shifted to the left side, that becomes minus. Common coefficient is dy by dx. Right side contains only one term, that is 1 upon x, and then at last we get answer dy by dx is equal to 1 upon this x remains as this, and this is shifted to the right side 1 upon x into y minus 1. That is the derivative of given term 1 upon x into 2y minus 1. So only you can take this is the derivative of log x, and common term is 1 upon 2y minus 1. So under root of any type of question, you take all questions have same answer. Only remember that multiply derivative with the expression 1 upon 2y minus 1 get the derivative of the corresponding function. Means that function is included in under root sign. There are some examples. We take that previous example as answer is y upon x. That examples are examples of the method K method example, and for this we take some symmetric functions. So one example on this topic is so that dy by x is equal to function is given to you. So that dy by dx is equal to y upon x for function is given sin of x cube minus y cube. Sin of x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube equal to a square, where a is some constant. Suppose in the show that problem, if your answer dy by x contain a, then you cannot take another variable, but answer does not contain variable, then you can take simplification by taking some constant. In this type of question, remember that bracket function is symmetric. Which terms are same, only there is difference in between signs, plus or minus. Suppose both have plus sign, then that becomes ratio 1. And for this case, there is a differ in the sign, but powers of x and y are same. So for given function, we take sin of x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube is equal to a square. Simplification gives x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube is equal to sin inverse of a square. Now call that is k. We say that expression as k. And that examples depends on the corresponding method called as k method type, or gives answer as y upon x. So we take here x cube minus y cube is k times x cube plus y cube. Now from both sides we take some common factors including k. So very easy to simplify this, means connect the term with y on left side. So k times y cube becomes here negative minus k y cube minus y cube is equal to k x cube minus x cube. Now when x square is common, to the left side we take y cube is common. For right side we take x cube is common. Here minus y cube is common, so we get here k plus 1. And here x cube is common, we get k minus 1. And therefore y cube is equal to minus of k minus 1 upon k plus 1 times x cube. Now to find dy by dx, and therefore we can take the term of y which is free from other coefficient. Means there is only one as a coefficient for that expression of the y. Means easy to find dy by dx. Now again this is constant, as you can shift this minus k plus 1 to the right side. Again this is new constant, we call that is lambda x cube. So y cube in terms of lambda x cube, where lambda is equal to, what is the lambda? Lambda is equal to minus of k minus 1 upon k plus 1, or again from this expression we take lambda is equal to y cube upon x cube. Lambda is equal to y cube upon x cube. Now for this take derivative or differentiation on both sides with respect to x. What is the derivative of y cube? Derivative of y cube very easy, that is 3y square. Again multiply derivative of y. Derivative of y cube 3y square. Now multiply derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx. Now for right side lambda is constant, derivative of x cube that is 3x square, and derivative of x is 1, so we never multiply this. Now 3 is cancelled on both sides. So dy by dx is equal to here lambda into x square, and this y square will be shifted to the right side. So divided by x equal to lambda times x square upon y square. But what is the value of lambda? From this we get value of lambda in terms of y and x. So we get that value y cube upon x cube multiply x square upon y square. So what is the implication for this? Here this y square cancel with here, y square only one y remains, and here x square cancel with here, x square only one x is remain. So final answer is equal to y upon x. So in such type of questions, in symmetric function, every time you get divided by x equal to y upon x. Only if there is constant is provided in the divided by x, then we cannot simplify this in terms of t. Because in answer included a, so we never take value of a. But in general, if we take symmetric function and their first derivative is y upon x, with the second concept is at last time we take higher order derivative. The function having first derivative as y upon x, then its second derivative is always 0. And for this case, remember these examples which depends on k method, is to take that function is a symmetric function. Now here we solve the example. We solve all the types of example on implicit function. Very easy topic, and you also solve the examples on this topic. Here our exercise 1.3 is over. Tomorrow we see the next topic for this, means derivative of parametric function. So thanks to all.